Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I am so thrilled you are here today. Actually, this is the second time I've done this video. I was 30 minutes in before I realized, guess what? You guys had shut off. My camera had turned off. I couldn't believe it. Floored me. Oh my gosh, you guys, I couldn't believe it. So you missed all of this. The whole reason for doing this, what the project was, choosing everything. So I was working on this journal cover. I'm going to make sure this is indeed filming. I was working on this journal cover and I thought, oh, I'll turn on the camera and show you. And you guys helped me pick everything out. And I heard this funny little boop boop, and I didn't pay any attention. It was my camera shutting off. I don't know why. I think I do know. We have been having interruptions in our Wi-Fi, and my camera's on Wi-Fi. I mean, this whole thing does it's all Wi-Fi. And so it just turned itself off, and I didn't realize that I only got 15 minutes of what I thought was 30 minutes so far. So what I decided to do, you guys, oh, I'm so frustrated because I have to start over. All right, let me try to backtrack, back up, and tell you what's happening and why, okay? Now, you know I'm doing Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and the first week we made these darling little pockets. We did Christmas pockets, right? And then the second week we did loaded pockets. Let's see, do I have any of those in here? And I was like, what am I going to do with all these pockets? Or what am I going to do with these things, you know? And how am I going to remember what I made? If I, you know, sell them or give them away or put them in, you know, journals. And so I was watching Gail show hers. She was just showing him. She's not doing the challenge on camera because she's just got too many other things going this year. But she wanted a place to store them, so she pulled out a beautiful, beautiful journal by Veronica at Triple V Vintage, and she says, "Oh, I'm going to stick them in this journal." So I went and looked at all of my journals that I've bought. But they're all loaded journals. I mean, they have so much beautiful stuff in them because those are the ladies I like. They didn't have room really. They had great room for writing, but not really for putting more ephemera in. And if I did put more ephemera in, how would I know whose was whose? So anyway, I thought, okay, I'll make a journal. So I went over to my little tray where all my projects are. And I showed you on my video in my tour that I have a tray that's full of things that could make journal covers. And what I didn't realize is I had a journal already put together. All the pages were picked out. The cover was done on one side, but not the other. This was just one of those orange, I don't think it'll show because I covered it up real good. One of those orange mailing folders, envelopes. And so it had an orange mailing envelope on one side, which was the cover, and the inside was the coffee dyed paper. And then these pages were here. And this was definitely back in my early days because it has heavy duty coffee dyed cardstock. Plus it has regular papers in it. So I thought, well, I'll just use this one. I'll decorate the cover. And this is where my bits and pieces from Roxy's Weekly Challenge will live. This will become an idea journal from Roxy's Weekly Challenge. So that's what I did. And so all I had to do was stitch it together and put the fabric cover on, which I have a video on how to do fabric covers. And all I did was glue it on and then stitch all the way around, and then I pinked the edges. And then you helped me pick my images. I had a whole table full of beautiful ladies here to choose from, and I was trying to pick an image, and you know, we talked about that, and then I was trying to come up with this, and we ended up cutting up a huge digital, and because it was this was how the digital was kind of like that. And so we cut it all up, and this is what we came out with. So, and then you even helped me pick out my laces and glue it on. So, darn it. Alrighty, so here we are at our next phase of, or the next part of putting our cover together. We're going to, I just put this beautiful lace collar on here. I wrapped it around because I didn't want to cut it. So I'm going to ink that a little bit. And I don't think I got enough. Gosh, it was a good video too. It was a really happy, upbeat, excited, having so much fun video. Excuse me, I'm going to get some water. My throat's already dried out. I was talking about after being sick with, the big C, my voice has gotten really deep, and I asked my husband if he liked it, and he said, no, ma'am. I don't mind it first thing in the morning, but the rest of the day, nope, kind of creepy. Oh, that guy's so funny. I love him. I was thinking about putting some lace across the top here. So let me see what I've got. I just turned on all my lights because it wasn't raining when I started the video. It was actually sunny out. It's now raining. So I want to add some lace to the top of that. I want it to be slightly creamy, So I'm pulling out all my laces here to see what I have. What have I got? None of these really go with that, though. Oh, this one might. This one's a little more lacy. These laces come from the Sweet Scrap Shop. Oh, that's pretty. It's kind of about that color because it's kind of a creamy color. I wanted to put it up here. And I purposely did not glue that down hard so I could maybe slide it under. Or I can go over. I kind of like it over. I like that. So yeah, we're having a fun day here. Well, we're having so much fun. Fun, fun, fun. And then I realized I wasn't filming. So now I'm going to be nervous. I'm probably going to jump up 20 times in this video and check it. Lordy, I can't believe that. Tell you what. Okay. Let me put those away so we continue to have room on the desk. This is really pretty lace. Ooh, it's gorgeous. So we're going to go corner to corner and wrap it around because I already wrapped the other one around, so we might as well wrap that one too, right? So how are all of you guys? Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome to all my new subscribers and my people maybe came to see what I'm all about, as well as all my friends here, all my guy and girl friends. Hopefully there's guy friends. There used to be in the beginning when I first started. There was quite a few men, guys who watched me. And then I don't think there are anymore. I think they all went away. I think when I was doing my grungy work, they were all here. So anyway, welcome everyone. And anyway, I was asking how you all are. I hope you're all well again. For those of you who were sick at the same time I was, goodness gracious, that was something. And hopefully you're all well now and you're back to your crafting. What are you guys up to? What are you making? Anything new and exciting? Anything fun? Challenging? Or are you just crafting along with me? I like that idea too. I'm using Fabri-Tac, for those of you who don't know. I put my Fabri-Tac in a Sugar Bell bottle, which is an icing bottle. I get them on Amazon, for those of you who are new. And because the other bottles are hard to squeeze and they tend to fountain up, meaning that all of the glue just bubbles out. So if you're using Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1 glue, these are the best bottles for, and they don't hurt your hands as bad as some of the others. Plus, they're just cuter. I mean, I really don't like the look of the other bottle on my desk. It's not pretty. I always like pretty. See, this is the Fabri-Fix or Fabri-Tac you can use. And it's hard to get out sometimes. It's hard to squeeze. And then it would bubble out the top and make a huge mess. So I went to the Sugar Bell bottles. And I usually keep that bottle filled to the very tippy top. So it makes it really easy on my hands because I have arthritis real bad. I have about 4 kinds of arthritis in my hands. So there we go. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so the only other thing I want to do is put lace down the side, which you know that's my signature. These are the pockets from Rachel's that I made in my last video from Rachel's weekly challenge. And I think these are the two flowery ones. What are they called? Botanical. Oh, botanical ones. They're filled, but what I need to do is I need to add some more. I just started filling those. This one's completely done. It's all filled and ready to go. It's all full of pretty little papers and goodies. So there's this one. Let's see, what are you seeing? I want to make sure. This is a little bright for me. Okay, so you see that? And then we have that. This one's all full. Let's see, wait, I need light. So this one's all filled up with roses and all kinds of pretty little things. So they're loaded pockets. And this is part of Rachel's weekly challenge. She doesn't necessarily do it every single week, but she does a weekly challenge when she does it, and she has wonderful ideas. So anyway, there's that one, and that one is done. And then these guys I've loaded up. These were the Christmas ones. These are the ones I loaded all up. And again, I need to go and ink them and trim the corners and, you know, do the finish work on those. But these guys are done. And this little one is done, which I absolutely love. And I'm going to put this one into my journal. So that's a loaded pocket too. And they're all book page pockets. So those are done. And then the other thing we did on Roxy's weekly challenge, which so far they've coincided with my Merry Monday, so it's been great. I haven't had to come up with new ideas. So far we did these, and this was also, that is these. And this was her first week of the weekly challenge, and we decorated these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate these before I put them into the journal. So what I'm doing right now is making the journal to hold the samples, so I have a sample book. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah. You missed all that in the last video, darn it. So, and I was saying that this was already put together, except it didn't have any pockets, and it didn't have the fabric cover, but it had this part of the cover on. So I went back and did those. So you have a pocket there, and you have a pocket there to hold things. All right. So we've got this going. I love that. So I just need a spine on this. And I'm bummed, like I said, that so frustrated that we didn't get to do this together. I have this pretty sort of pinky, lightly pinky lace that I like to use on the edges of my, because I don't like my strings showing. I have a thing about the strings showing. I don't like them showing, so I always want to cover them with lace. Plus, it just makes it stronger. So it's like, do I want that color, or do I want... Oh, the sun's coming out. Oh, goody, I can turn this off. There we go. I think I can turn my lights off. The sun came out. Hold on. Let's turn off the lights and see if we're good. See if we're golden. There we are. I had my big overhead halogen lights on. Now someone asked me about my halogen lights from my tour. And the halogen lights, I learned about those from when I worked in an art gallery. I worked for a famous artist. Some of you may know him as Thomas Kincaid, painter of light. I worked for him in his gallery, and that was the lighting we used in our gallery. So, and I asked the owner, Judy, I said, of the gallery, and Tom, why do we use these lights? And they said, because they're what we call true lights. It shows the right colors, and it shows the colors in a true form. So I thought, well, that's perfect for my sewing studio. And now it's my paper studio. So yeah, it works really well. I'm very, very happy to, I'm not liking those. Okay, I'm looking for a different lace. Let's see if I can find one I like better on the, cover. I actually had another one I was looking at earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, this one. I think this one would work well. It's not as wide, and I wouldn't have to cut it down. I don't want to cut it. This is a beautiful lace. This is one of my newer laces I got recently. Oh, yeah. Perfection. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, oops, I forgot. Where do I need to go? Oh, right to there. Okay. I always try to eyeball, and I always try to cut my pattern so I'm funny. See, I didn't cut into either one of those. I cut between them. So I have a clean edge to start, and it's got a full pattern on it, and aren't I crazy? I think that's the OCD in me. Can't help it. I can't help it. All right, putting those back in those are going back in my little lace baskets here that I absolutely love and adore. Someone asked where I got these baskets. These baskets, this specific basket, in this shape came from the Dollar Tree, and they haven't had any more since. But Easter's coming again. So in the spring, they bring out their pinks. And so I will be hunting the Dollar Tree. I'm going to be going on Tuesday of this week. I will have already gone, hopefully by the time you see this video. And anytime I go, I always look. My daughter and I will be shopping for goodies for my husband's 65th birthday. He's going to be 65 at the end of the month. He's older than I am by a few years. So he was a senior, I think, when I was a sophomore. So we're going to throw him just a small little gathering. We were going to do a big old party, but after both being sick and working on the house, and we wanted to show off the house, but the house isn't done. We got waylaid in our work there. We did not get to finish the detail work. We have all the finish work to do still. We have some finish work to finish. Some finish work to finish. Does that make sense? And not only that, I cannot tell the top from the bottom on this. Oh, man. Okay, I'm hoping it's this way. I still haven't unpacked everything. So I still have boxes in a number of rooms. But they're not rooms I use all the time, so it's not as big a deal. That they're not finished, or unpacked. One's the library and the other's I still have a few boxes on the floor of my sewing room too. But mostly they're magazines and books that I don't have room for. So I'm going to have to go through them and see which ones I'm going to get rid of. Donate. Anybody need sewing magazines or crafting magazines? I've got tons and tons of them. Ugh. So I'm going to see about maybe putting them out for free. Hopefully someone will come and get them for their art class or their project maybe. I'll put them out on the big marketplace. Maybe somebody in the local area that doesn't mind driving for them will come and get them before I put them into the recycle bin. I hate throwing away things, anything. Spent the money on them. It just makes me nuts to have to do that. See, where are we going? Oh, we're going here. Trying to get a good coat on here. Oh, you know what I need to do? If I don't, I'm going to get a big pucker, aren't I? I need something heavy. Well, I don't know if my book weight will work. Let me look. Hold on. This is a book weight. Got it on Amazon long ago off of Gail's. Gail has her favorite things on her website, and I ordered it through there. She gets credit, but I could find it easily. When I put in book weight, I was getting all these weird things, so I went through her website and I was able to find what I needed better. Because she was using it and she was recommending it, and boy, it's one of the, she was given it, I think by her friend Peggy gave her hers, and so. And if I talk about Gail a lot, it's because we are very, very, very good friends. We are sisters of the heart, and the crafty hearts especially. We're so alike, it's so funny. Oh my gosh, we're always laughing at. We have days where we call we're twinning. We're either wearing the same thing, buying the same thing, creating the same project, but not knowing what the other one's doing. And then we find out later we were both doing the same thing that day. It was hilarious. We're super close, so we talk every day. We just hit it off. We're the same age. Grandchildren, children are the same age. Our children, many of our children, she has 4, I only have 2, but 2 of our kids are the same age. We have grandchildren the same age. And our oldest grandchildren are the same age, girls. So yeah, it's fun. So yes, I will mention her periodically. I try not to gush about her too much. She's one of my mentors. She has mentored me in this whole video thing and in the journaling world. There we are. What do you guys think? It's pretty, right? I'm happy with it. It's technically done. The only thing is I wasn't going to cut this, but I don't like the way it's hanging out back here, so I'm going to fix it. I don't know if you can see this or not. There we go. Now that has a good sturdy cover. That is going nowhere. Ooh. Okay, you guys. All done. All done. Okay. That's either going to be the world's shortest video. Let me make sure it's still recording and it didn't shut off on me. Yeah, we're only 19 minutes in, you guys, because you missed, all the choices and the choosing. Although sometimes I guess that could be tedious. It's kind of nice to see it done. This is sticking up. I knew it. And it's bothering me. So let's see if we could do something under there that maybe I would like better. Let me try something. My lace box is getting out of control again. My original one that I started with. I think I'm going to stick the tiniest amount of cheesecloth. This is that really open, crazy cheesecloth. I don't know if I would like it under there, but we'll give it a shot, right? Yes, I cut a piece way bigger than I need. But I was thinking maybe if I just put a little bit scrunched up under there, it would give me a little more dimension. Yeah, I'm ripping it off the page. Yeah. Got a wild and crazy idea. Wild and crazy. Steve Martin is who I'm thinking of right now. Funny guy. I don't think he's with us anymore. I think he committed suicide, didn't he? Or is he still with us and it was somebody else? Robin Williams, I know, did, but I can't remember. I think Steve Martin's still with us, actually. He wasn't my absolute favorite, but I think we found him on Saturday Night Live when we were young. We'd be up with the babies all night, you know, walking them and stuff, and Jolene was very sick as a baby, and so we were always up walking her, and we had the TV on late one night, I think, and we were watching his skit, just howling away at him. He was hilarious. Okay. There, that gave me a bit more dimension. And then if this will come up, yes, it will, because it isn't glued dry yet. I'm going to stick a little under there. Now, so this is how you add dimension. You yank up stuff if it'll come up. And a lot of times when it's on lace until it's like been dry overnight, you can pretty much yank it up and do something with it. There, that gives us some definite texture and dimension. Don't be afraid to rip your work up and start over or add things to it, or just be creative, you know? Just let it go. Let it flow. Let it go. I don't want to sing that, and I'm horrible at it anyway, because then I'll get copyright infringement and get in trouble. All right. Is that going to stay on there? I don't know. Let me get some more glue. Let's see, is that going to stay? I think it is. So there we have some dimension. I think we need some bling and we'll be good to go. Oh my gosh, look at that. I made a mess, didn't I? I feel like I'm going to need to fill my bottle up real soon here. Where'd that little clip that I was using go? I pushed it off to the side. There it is. I'm going to put this on there so I can see what's sticking up. Something's... Okay, yeah. I see some things that did not glue down. My fault. I hear a cat playing outside my door. I don't think my hubby's home yet. He could be. In my video, the first time I said that he went off to the grocery store because we needed groceries, and he hasn't really shopped much since he was sick, so he's much better. Thank you very much for all your love and prayers and kindness and good thoughts for him. We need Mr. Greg because he makes sure these videos get done and posted. Oh, okay. It's going to take a little bit. I'm going to put my hand on this for a minute. I'm going to get some water. Excuse me. Oh, look at my new bracelet I got. Oh, I pushed it up on my arm too far. Owie. My son gives me Amazon cards for Christmas, him and his family. And so I ordered a bracelet. I thought it would go really good with my ring, but didn't realize in the picture it looked pink, and it wasn't. It's gold. So I got to go back and see if that's the right one or if I ordered the wrong bracelet. But I love it anyway. Isn't that beautiful? Pretty, pretty. So, all right. I'm trying to get that to dry a bit. Hoping the heat from my hands, right? Alrighty, now let's get some bling bling. We need some bling. I need some bling. I think I know right where I want to put it. I'm running out of my pearls. Oh, my husband and I are going to be, today is Wednesday, so while you see this, I should be off getting the ultrasound echo of my heart. So they're trying to figure out what's going on with that. Finally, we're getting that down. I wore my monitor for my 7 days. That got turned in and mailed out this morning. So, or Monday morning, excuse me, Monday morning. So we're moving along, and hopefully we'll get the results of our tests very soon. Probably be a good month before I see anything, because it takes them forever to correlate heart stuff. But when I go in and get the ultrasound, then I'm supposed to go walk back over to the cardiologist's office and schedule my appointment for my results based on what they tell me over there. So yeah, the pearls really help right there. And this stuff is super sticky, so it won't come off. All right, I think our cover is done. I think she's done. I could keep going and going and going, but I don't want to make her too fancy because it's supposed to be all about what's going on the inside, which is Rachel's Roxy creation. Rachel's weekly challenge, I mean. It's Roxy's weekly challenge by Rachel, but it's just Roxy's weekly challenge. There we go. There we are. She's all good. So we just need some ties right here. Probably find some pale pink and give her a tie up. And in my video that turned off, we chose our tag up here that says hashtag Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2023. And Roxy's Weekly Challenge is all one word, and then there's a dash and then 2023, and it will pop up everybody's that has made for this already. So that's great. So now I wanted to put in this little pocket. Now I thought, well, I could put one plain one in, but I also want to decorate one. So I had a bunch of goodies, and I thought, well, maybe I could just go ahead and decorate one. She's almost too tall. I want to put something on there. She's little. I could put her on there. I think we'll do her. And then, she's both sides of the page though, right? I could put one lady on one side and one on the other. That would work. All right. I'm not going to use any of these ladies. Put those out. I have all the bits that I cut off. So that would be great to use. I've got this. I could cut some of the pieces of that off. Let me put those ladies aside. Put those all back when I'm done. Just get them off the desk though. And this one's going to go in there, but it's probably going to go over here as I'll probably glue it on. I won't glue them all on. Some I will, some I won't. But this one here I do need to make. So since we have time, let's see what we could do. When you put it on a page, so we wouldn't want to put it there. We'd want to put that over there. Okay. This one would go here. Or we go this one for her and this one on that side. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go like that. Okay, so we got these ladies. They're already inked up and ready to go. I think some of the words on here would be lovely. Let's see what we could put on here that's gonna... I'm trying to figure out how high. So, what's new with you guys? Anything exciting projects? I may have already asked this. Forgive me if I did, because like I said, I made a half hour of the video. We were in a half hour when it shut off on me. So I'm frustrated. Okay, I can't use that much of it. I think my hubby's home from the grocery store. I heard him come in, which means he's probably trying to get the cats corralled so he can leave the door open, because if he doesn't corral them in a room, you know, they might run outside. They're indoor only kitties, so, and they're not chipped. I do need to get them chipped though. I keep saying that. The idea seems so barbaric. I really don't know how they do it. I have to call the vet's office and say, okay, how do you chip a cat? I've got 2 that need to be chipped in case they ever get out, and register them and all the good things, and register them with animal control and, you know, all that good stuff. So there's 6 going on 7, and they haven't gotten out, but we've had some close calls lately, so I don't want to take a chance. Now, I'm looking for my, hold on a minute. I've got too much stuff on my desk, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, there it is. I have too many projects on my desk. I was supposed to do 2 videos today, but now I don't know if that will happen because the first one got all messed up. All right, I have, these are from Chapter 1 papers. You see me use these often. I love that. It's going to be this one. These are her, she calls them washi papers, washi tapes. Don't correct me. I know that everybody has different names for different things. Well, this is what they call it. I know they're not true washi tape. I do know that. I need something sort of peachy for her. That's a little pink, but oh, there's so many pretty ones. I've got all 3 of her sets. I don't know if she has a 4th. I have her Christmas and 2 others. I don't know if she has another one. I have to go look. Oh, there's some good words. Oh, this. Oh, that would be pretty too. I think it's going to be this one. Let's go the ways down here. Yeah, I can hear hubby bringing in groceries. So if you hear any banging around, it's just him. He's doing his thing. So thankful he goes to the grocery store. My legs have gotten so bad that I can't manage a store. It's hard for me to go shopping of any kind. So it just takes too long at the grocery store for me. Okay, let me move that. Well, I did a terrible job of cutting that out. Let me see if I can fix that. Go like this. Whoa, those are wavy. Okay. I do need to get my, there it is. I do want to ink this because you know how I like my pages a little bit inked. Sometimes a lot. Depends what I'm working with. Depends on how grungy I let it get. But I don't do it for that. It's for a little bit of aging sometimes. Sometimes it's for dimension. Sometimes I want to be able to see where something stops and starts, and if it's blending in too much, this is a really good way to do it. I am gonna, because we're doing 2 sides at once here, so I'm trying to, I'm gonna get rid of that and that. Might have to let my husband know I'm filming. Otherwise he's gonna open the door. So if I yell out, filming, let me make sure this is still filming and I didn't shut off. I don't know why that happened. I'm thinking it's a glitch. We've been having problems with our internet, just glitching. And then when it does that, it shuts off whatever we're doing. The other night we were watching a movie. Oh, it shut off my, we were downloading my video for Monday that you guys saw. And it shut off the video and we had to start over. we're gonna have to call up and complain to our provider and go, you guys, you're messing with my work here. This isn't just messing with my TV. I mean, I'm using the wireless option here, and yeah, that's pretty. I'll turn it that way. We need some words or something up there. Music, maybe. Music paper. I wonder if I could get... These are these wonderful little wrap page wraps. So you're getting to watch me do those. If you missed me the first time doing it, we're doing it again. There. Yeah. Okay. Then this will give me a pretty decorated piece to go on the pocket so I know, you know, how I did it. And I can hear my husband walking around. I am filming, honey. So here we go. Let's do some glue. I don't need that one. I need my... Oh my goodness. Oh, Tommy, baby. Mama's filming, honey. Now Tommy wants in. And he does not like a closed door. Ooh, does he not like a closed door? I haven't used my glue in a couple days because we've been working on the house, so it's all gunked up. And like I said, it's been really cold the last few days. The first few storms were warm, kind of tropical storms. This storm is very cold, the most current one we're getting. So I'm just gonna glue halfway up. This is kind of a combination of the last challenge that she did and this challenge. So I'm gonna put that right there. I'm gonna leave her sticking up a bit. See, and then you could put little things in it. What could we put in it? What could we put in there? What do I have on my desk? I really don't have anything, but you could just put, you know, little goodies in there. A bunch of ladies on my desk. Okay, so that looks good. We'll do this one. Let's go like this. Now these are on 2 separate pages, so you're not going to see them side by side at all. And we're going to put this on there because this was just what was on my desk. Okay. My girl here has gotten thick with the cold. Oh boy, that's not a good sign. Excuse me a minute. Yeah, that did get thick. Ugh, see, it's very thick. Okay. Let me... There. Yeah, I haven't done any crafting for a few days. You know, oh gosh, you guys, I about ended up with a complete and total disaster like that. You know, I was doing the junk journal January, and look at my glue. Can you see it? Mount Vesuvius. Oh my goodness. What a mess. Oh my gosh, you guys. The pressure. Too much pressure. This is not good, you guys. I generally don't have any problems with my glue. I really don't. But once in a while when it gets cold, well, you've probably got my head in view. I have glue everywhere, all over me, all over everything. Oh, you guys, hold on. Oh, man. Time out. We will be taking a commercial break. I had to throw both those claws away. They were just covered in glue. Okay. Wow, that was crazy. I had to get a wet one to clean that up because there was no way we were ending up with glue. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on a minute. I need some place to put this wet one that won't leave my hands wet. I had these, there was a hairspray I used to like, and it had clear lids, and I kept them, and I put ribbon and all kinds of fun things in them. So it's a good place to put a wet cloth on your desk so that you don't mess up your work. You guys, you've rarely seen me have issues with glue. I thought I resolved that, but I can't control the weather. So there we go. Why can I not control the weather? We would have had rain last few years instead of just all at once this year. Okay, I'm going to keep these simple. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm going to pop that there. Okay. So what you would do is you would glue it down. You could glue it down just on the bottom and keep that as an open tuck. You can go all the way up. Keep that as a pocket and that as a pocket. If you keep it, if you're going to make it a pocket on the top, which I think I'm going to go ahead and put my little hole punch. Ooh, confetti. Yoo-hoo. Happy New Year. There we go. Alrighty. So, I'm trying to keep my happy going after losing my video. Gosh, darn. You never know, right? You never know what you're going to get. It's kind of like a box of chocolates. There. Life is full of spice, that's for sure. Mine's been very spicy lately. I'm due for a quiet year, please God. I can't handle anymore. And that is a prayer. Oh. But I guess I shouldn't say that because then I'll get more. And then we have the extras, so a blank. So I'm going to put that in the pocket in the front. This one, I think this one, I'm just going to paper clip it. I don't think, I'm just hesitant to glue it in yet. Where'd all my little paper clips and things go? I had my little dish here. Oh, there it is. I love my little copper paper clips. I got these at Target many, many years ago and haven't seen any since. I keep looking and looking. I might have to go online. There. So if you glued it down, you would have a pocket here and a pocket there. And then it's wrapped around the page, so then the back side has a pocket and a pocket. Is that cute or what? Okay, so that's what you have. I guess I have the sample, so I could just see how to make it. I always worry about not knowing how to make something. I would think it's self-explanatory, but you know, you never know, right? I forget. My memory, I think I'm going to remember things, and I really don't. All right. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's be brave. I don't want to be brave, but I'm going to be. Okay. Oh, my goodness. All right. We sure had naughty glue today, didn't we? Also feels like it's really low. Might be why it had it. When they get an air bubble, if you ever have one do that, it's because they get an air pocket. If you release the air pocket, yeah, that's all great and dandy. Now it's coming out like a volcano. I'm doing that in the air, and that was not a straight line at all. It doesn't have to be at the bottom of the pocket, but I think for this one, I will put it at the bottom of the page. Put the pocket at the bottom of the page. All right. Now I can put something up here, or I can actually stick tags or something we make in the pocket. So we can store things a couple of different ways, right? Well, and guess who forgot to close the pocket? Ding dong. Might help if I actually close that up, right? Because it could be a tuck. You could leave it open and make that a tuck and that a pocket. But that was really going to be a problem. I'm all discombobulated, you guys. Sorry, because I thought I was filming. I've never had one shut off on me, with the exception of when I was doing my tour. So apparently I have issues with my phone. I've done all the updates, so it's not that. So I don't know. I have to double check, make sure I did do all the updates. Seems like after that last update is when I started having problems. So makes you wonder, should I be doing the updates? All right, you guys. That's week 1. This is week 2. And this is a pocket. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it down as more of a tuck pocket. I'm just going to do 3 edges on there. So if she does 52 weeks, I'll need 52 pages or 52 places to put it. I don't think she's going to do all 52. She said she just really doesn't have time, but she will do a few of them. So whenever she does, I will make it and it will go in this journal. And if for some reason she decides not to keep doing it, then I'll just use this as this is my idea journal anyway. And what I think I'll do is I think I'll get another little one of these and put idea journal on here, 2023. So I'll know that these are ideas from this year. Well, I didn't do a good job of gluing that, or I moved it too soon. There we go. Alrighty. I think I'm going to wrap up this video because I'm pretty lucky that it's got this far at this point. I sure didn't do a good job gluing that down. Oh my goodness. And I got that glued. And I actually, on my tucks, I like to come up a little bit here because I feel like, I don't know what's going on with this glue. It doesn't want to stick. That's rare. But I did notice that is a problem with coffee dyed papers. I don't always get my glue to stick to my coffee dyed papers. Anybody else ever notice that? I think it's probably just me. It's cold today, so nothing wants to dry. I'm using my hands. Well, I clean up while I'm doing that, right? Being a silly girl. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there we have it. The first 2 weeks of Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2023 in the books, literally in the book. How much time are we at? We're at 48 minutes. Okay, well, that's long enough. I'm going to do 2 things, though, before we go off air. I'm going to tell you I have another project I'm working on, and it's called Post-it Love Notes. And I was going to show you the project, and I can't find it. Oh, I started talking about, before I go to that. So anyway, that's probably going to be Friday's video. Is a really cool, fun project. I'll bring you along on. I've been working on. But this is my junk journal January. And you know, I am not one for doing the same thing every day. I don't journal and I don't daily journal. I bullet journal if I'm in a journal. So this has been a lot of fun. It's a good challenge, but I have to tell you, having to do something every single day, I never know what my health or my time's going to be. But B, I get bored pretty quick, and having to come up with a prompt, making something, using a prompt every day. I love Margaret Miller's challenge because it's once a week, but I'm finding this overwhelming for me. In fact, it kills my creativity. I don't know why, but I really got stumped. I mean, I've made a lot of things, you know, but I'm struggling with it. So I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it. Or someone said, oh, it was Meg herself said, well, just put a bunch together. Like, okay, one day was pockets, so I hadn't decorated them yet because I just quit. She said, well, just take the next 2 or 3 prompts and put them together and put them on that one, or, you know, mix them up or add them in or something. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Not my cup of tea. But I never know until I do something. It's hard for me to do the same thing all the time. I don't know. I get shiny quarter syndrome, squirrel, you know. I want to do different things. So I don't know. I'm at a loss as to what I'm going to do, if I'm going to keep doing it or not. So we'll see. I mean, I was never going to do it on camera, but I was doing, you know, showing it on Instagram and stuff, but I don't think my attention span is good. So my illness makes it hard for me to have a long attention span. All right, so I'm gonna cut off one of these because I wanted to write. Remember what I said? I wanted to put down Idea Journal 2023. So I'm gonna use this to do that. These are one of Rachel's labels from Roxy Creations. That's her Etsy shop. That's where you'll find her digital. She's Rachel Roxburgh, I think is her name. I don't know her last name, but I think that's right. She has beautiful, beautiful digitals. Oh, I think I have almost all of them. There's a few I've missed, but intentionally because they weren't either something I thought I would use or they weren't my style or whatever. But I do have a lot of hers. I have she has a whole cubicle. And those cubicles are 12 by 12. So she has a cubicle all to herself. And I will put it at the top there. And I wish I hadn't put this in here. This is driving me nutso. But it's pretty. And this journal went together so easy. It's stitched in one try. No difficulties, which is never the case for me. I always struggle with my... Okay, so let's go. See if we can find our pen. Or did we bury it again? We buried it again. It's always the one I don't pick out. You know what? I'm going to put the others in the back. I'll leave a 1 and a 5 in the front. Because the 1 is very, very fine tip. 5's a little bit wider. There we go. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, sweetie. Okay, let's get some glue. Now that she's gotten through having her little temper tantrum. And hopefully it didn't glue itself on there forever. Got all that glue underneath that tip. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to put lace or anything on this. I just want to put it at the top. So if I don't do Rachel's ideas, then it will become a straight idea journal. I mean, I'm going to do hers if she does them, if she keeps doing them, or for however many she does. So there we go, you guys. Isn't that pretty? Well, thanks for coming along and hanging out with me and being patient with my frustration over losing the video halfway through. You didn't get to see me decorate the cover, but that's all right. I think you got the idea. You got the idea. And I'm going to just add some strings and it's going to be all good and we're going to be happy. So I need the right pink. Dusty pink? Probably ballerina pink is really what I need. I think that's what it's called. Let's see. This is frosting, it's called. Woohoo, I love that. That's it. That's it. That's it. You'll see what I'm doing here in a minute. Well, you know what? Do I need it that long? Yeah, I probably do. Gail does this. I got the idea from her as to how she ties hers. I love it. So, ouch. As you know, she was one of the first ones I ever saw. So this one's called Frosting. I don't know if she still has that or not. She changes her colors often. Oh, these are my scrap cabin. my scrap cabin. It's hard to see. But anyway, Erin is the owner over there. She's on Etsy. And I might need to see if she still carries that because I love it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to cut this in half. And it's really long, probably a yard or better. Then I'm going to fold it in half. And then there we go. You got to have a pretty tie. I mean, you just can't have anything ugly on a pretty journal, right? Now you know I have so much of her stuff because I use a lot of it. Saw it in my tour, how many jars full of it I have for a reason. Okay, you guys, there we go. We got it. And I think we're done here. I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday, a fabulous rest of your week. Go out and make something fun and crafty and beautiful and have a play and enjoy yourself. And I will see you all very soon, you guys. Hugs and kisses. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Oh, didn't turn off.